I'm still really sick. No. I'm playing. I'm playing. Hello. What's good, everybody? um, to be honest, I really should be saying what's good, Andrew. Because I know Andrew watches all these videos. Shouts out to Andrew. Additionally, Andrew, I see your comments, but I don't really go on YouTube like that. Actually, I can't even go on YouTube. So I see your comments like in the email. It's like, oh, someone commented on your video, but I can't respond to them. Um, but to respond to one of your last comments, no, I did not get a happy ending, unfortunately. But listen, regardless. Um, I mean, as you can see, do I even need to say anything? um, but here we are. It's Sunday. Every Sunday, I come back, make a video, and low-key, I've been pretty consistent with that. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh, dude, can't you hear the audio? Yeah, we're just playing some royalty-free jazz in the back. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah. Okay. I mean, let's talk. Let's talk about what's going on with me. On Friday I went to a party. That was really fun. Um, had a good time. Don't need to get into all the details. But then Saturday, I don't know why I'm starting my day off on Friday. Like that's the start of the week or something. But regardless, regardless. Um, this week especially has been like it's definitely been a test. You know what I mean? Of my will and my dedication to. Bro, this music is low key annoying me, bro. This music is low key pissing me off. Like, it's too much. It's too fucking like, bro. Like, like, bro, be quiet. Like, shit. I'm not in a fucking Christmas movie. Like, this isn't like a. I don't even know. Now, this could be what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is it. This is it. This heat. Wait. Yeah. Ah. Ah. I've been rapping and it's not even a song. Wait. Pull up. I'm the song. Okay. He get hit with a bomb. Boom. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Anyway, I was kind of killing that on the low. Can't even deny that shit. Anyway, um, I got a haircut early this week. I was like, dude, I need to get a haircut. I had a haircut. Um, what else happened? Did I get? Yeah, I think I got the. Well, I mean, the massage was last week, so haircut was this week. Um, but definitely, in relation to my last video, the big break, I want to take a big break from YouTube, and today is a Super Bowl, as some of you may know. Some of you might know what that is. um, and my friends wanted to get together, and they wanted to like smoke and chill and watch Super Bowl or whatever. And at first I was like, because it's the big break. At first I was like, nah, I'm not gonna smoke weed. I'm not gonna smoke weed. Like I can't. Then yesterday, I'm like, well, let me think about this long term. Let me think, like long term. Actually, let's pick the fucking mic up. But let's come back here. You ain't never seen me from this angle before. I was like, let's think about this long term. Am I really not gonna smoke weed like, just like ever? Am I just gonna like deny myself this pleasure like all the time? Okay, I could put the whole. I could just pick this thing up. How's it? What's this like? I think it's just a popular that's different. I just hit the mute button. That was wild. Maybe that's my fault. I gotta chill. But anyway, I was like, am I really not gonna smoke weed for long term? I was like, maybe I'll just smoke tomorrow. Maybe I'll find a way to limit it where it's like, oh, I'll do it once a week, or I'll do it like twice a week, or maybe like maybe by some month or something like that. Something where I was trying to figure out some way to be like, oh, like I can still do weed, but not on the level where it's like I'm getting high every day. And listen, I wouldn't do that. Like I don't do that all the time, but there definitely are days where it's like, let's say I'll smoke weed, it'll be half the day, and then I'll have half the day left. Next day I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna smoke it. I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna smoke it. I remember there was one day it was so fucking cold. It was so fucking cold, and I had like the littlest. It wasn't the littlest piece of J, but it was like a small piece of J, and I was like, fuck, am I gonna smoke this or am I gonna throw it out? I was really thinking about throwing it out, but then I went and smoked it. And like I was a little bit high, and I guess I don't know if it was worth it. I don't know, but all that being said, this morning I was doing my thing. I was reading the stuff that I read in the morning. You haven't even seen the folder. You haven't even seen the folder. This holds a lot of fucking money inside of it. Like, you can't see it right now, but I'm not even about to explain it to you. Regardless, this beat's kind of fire. This is exactly what I was looking for. Not that hippy dippy like Christmas jazz. Anyway, but did I put this on loop? No, I didn't. Look at that. Okay. But what I was trying to say was that this morning I was visualizing. Like I've been reading. Well, this goes back to like. Yeah, I got to give a little bit of context for this. I've been reading this new book called The Marshmallow Test. It's called The Marshmallow Test: Why Self-Control is the Engine for Success. And I was like, I remember I was in Barnes and Nobles. I was buying a bunch of books. I think I might have showed him in the last video. Like when I bought Uzumaki, Clementine series. Like those actually, or those are pretty fire. Like I might, you know what I'm saying? Like I might need to get some more graphic novels because I fuck with those for real. But regardless, going back to what I was saying, I bought that book and I was like, oh, dude, self-control. I'm trying to control myself. I'm trying to build a better life. I'm trying to take this shit to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take this shit up here. So I started reading that. I've been reading it ever since I finished those other two books or other books that I bought. And honestly, it's been very fucking good. They've had a lot of good things to say about self-control and like the strategies that enable it and stuff like that. And basically the whole premise of it was that they were doing this test on kids where it's like, oh, would you rather have one marshmallow now? Would you rather have two marshmallows later? And it goes into like the context and the psychological reasoning behind and just like the neuroscience too as well, where it's like, oh, will I choose a small reward now or a larger one later? Will I be able to delay gratification to get a larger reward in the future? And I've been reading that. I've been taking notes on it. You know what I'm saying? We got a little notepad here. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of notes, a little bit of notes. And I was thinking about it this morning, and when I was doing my morning routine or whatever, I was thinking like, damn, like it's not even in the sense where it's like, oh, it's not even in the sense where it's like, oh, weed is like something where it's like, oh, you just have to control it. You have to control it. I changed my perspective from that to being where it's something more like, are you willing to, something very similar to the marshmallow test, where it's like, are you willing to delay this gratification from this drug in order to reach a higher quality of life later? And I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah. I was thinking about all my dreams. I was thinking about all the places I'm trying to go. I was thinking about all the women I'm trying to. And then I was like, yeah, like I'm definitely willing to sacrifice weed so that I can get to that next stage. Because at the end of the day, weed is something that it's not gonna make me productive. A lot of times I'll be like, a lot of times when I do weed, like when I'll smoke or whatever, because honestly I smoke when I do edibles. That's not good for me. Like that's number one. Like that's a fact that I don't really acknowledge too often. You know what I'm saying? I play basketball. I need my lungs. Oh, anyway, but what was I trying to say? What was I just trying to say? Oh yeah. I'm willing to sacrifice however long it's gonna take for me to like not do weed, so I can get to this point in my life where it's like, all right, I'm in a good position now, and I can afford to like get distracted and just like have days where I'm just high and like I'm just chilling or whatever. Obviously, I'm not trying to do this shit like long term, you know. And that's part of the reason why I decided I wanted to not do weed like that, because in the book they talk about how how much continuity you view between yourself and and your future self. Let's say it's you. No, let's not say it's you. Let's say it's me. Me right now and me 5 years from now. Like, do I view myself 5 years from now as like a stranger, or do I view that as like a continuous continuation of just like the person that I am? And depending on how I answer that, that's going to influence my actions in the present. And I was thinking like, damn, okay, let's say I smoke like once per week. That's gonna like that effect is gonna cascade like however many years or however many months in the future or whatever it is. Like the effects of it are just gonna keep growing and growing because that's what habits are. And honestly, I don't know if I entirely trust myself to just smoke once a week. Because let's say I smoke once per week, and my friend's like, yo, you want to smoke? And I'd be like, well, it's only twice per week. And I think it's better for me, at least in my experience. I think I've said this before, but I think it's definitely better in my experience to just have cut the sedative off completely, rather than you be like, well, maybe sometimes I can do it type shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's basically like one of the main things. Other main things, just having courage when shooting my shot with these ladies. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty vigilant guy. I can I can recognize. Oh, I don't know why I put my hands up here. I can recognize when, you know what I'm saying, there's a little bit of attraction going on, and I've seen some things. You know what I mean? I've seen some things, and I'm saying I'm ready to. I'm not gonna lie, I'm good as fuck at basketball. So actually, I shoot my shot. I was thinking about this earlier too, where it's like, well, this goes back to like some of the things that they talk about in the book, where it's like, the human brain has two like forms of like processing information. One is the hot system, where it focuses on like all the emotional and like the feeling aspects of it. Like for example, we'll just go back to this. We'll go back to weed. When I see a J, I'm like, oh my god, like I start thinking about, oh, I'm gonna take the puff, and then I'm gonna start being high, and then like my hot emotional system will focus on like, oh, it's gonna be so fucking funny, like just anything is gonna be so funny, and like I'll think differently, and like just all the pleasurable like experiences that I imagine like from that comes from doing this activity. That's what the hot system is. Like when I see chocolate, it's like, oh my god, it's gonna taste so sweet, it's gonna be so good. Like shit like that. And there's also the cool system, like which is the more analytical prefrontal cortex, like higher thinking, future planning like type of brain, where it's like for example, let's go back to the J example. I'll see a J, and then the hot system be like, oh, I want this because it's gonna make me high, it's gonna be funny, like type shit, it's gonna be enjoyable, I'm gonna be happy or whatever. But then the prefrontal cortex is like, well, if I do this, like that's what is enabling me to be like, oh, like this long term shit is not exactly really what I want for my life. It'll be like, oh, you'd be like, oh, later, like, yeah, it'll be funny now, and it'll be happy now, like, it'll be cool, hippy dippy, you know what I'm saying? But then later, it'll be like, I'll be just tired and sleepy, and then it might fuck up my next day because it just fucks up the whole schedule, just like how I interact in general and everything like that. And it focuses more on the factual, the literal aspects of what I'm actually doing, you know what I mean? So, using that just as like the basis for what I'm about to say next. With regards to shooting my shot with women, like a lot of times there were two opportunities, there were two opportunities this week that I distinctly remember, where it was like there was a girl that I was interested in, and then I was just like, I think I got nervous. I mean, what is there to say? Like, I don't know why I'm trying to like beat around the bush on this. I think I got nervous, and then but that is an example of my hot system working, because it's like, oh dude, like it's gonna be so embarrassing if she says no, because like there's people around. For some reason, there's always fucking people around. I can't even be mad at that though, because I mean, I live on planet Earth. There's gonna be people around. But yeah, and he'd be like, oh, it's gonna be so embarrassing if she says no, or like, how am I gonna feel if I get rejected or whatever like that. But then I was considering it like this morning, where it's like, dude, at the end of the day, if you look at this from the cool perspective, the analytical, like just factual perspective, all I'm doing is trying to discover whether or not there's mutual interest. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's not really anything. And even if she says no, she's just gonna like walk away, and I'm just gonna go about my day, and then I'm gonna find someone who does have mutual interest in me. And like at the end of the day, you're just asking someone a question. You're asking a random stranger a question, and if I want something, I have to go pursue it. It's that simple. It's the same thing with weed. If I want to not be distracted. I have to pursue that. I can't let it half in, half out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go all in or fucking get the fuck out type shit. And I mean, it's dead ass like that. So that's pretty much what it is. Besides that, man, I'm trying to go to more clubs. I did like a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I believe. I started going to the I started like I went to one meeting, but I went to the entrepreneurship club at BU because I don't know if you know this about me. I like money. I like having wealth, and to be honest, I haven't really had that much as of yet. But I know in the future that that's gonna come to me. So I went to entrepreneurship club. I was like, I gotta connect to more campus groups that like align with my truth and align with the things that I'm trying to do. So I went to entrepreneurship club. Dude, sometimes I be mumbling, bro. I be mumbling. I gotta lock in on that. But I went to entrepreneurship club, and I met this guy who like he does like his own clothing brand stuff. And I mean that in a sense, he doesn't do his own clothing brand, but he has a business where he helps students get their own clothing brand started like on a risk-free basis type shit. And I was talking about it, and I was like, yo, this is like almost exactly what I was looking for 100%. I was like, shit, like this is what I want. So I started talking to him with that. I started doing some designs for my brand. It's called Pure Greed. You know what I'm saying? Kind of fitting for the kid. Yo, I'm fucking hungry. I'm not gonna lie. It's 10:30. Dining hall opens at 10. I'm about to go fucking eat. About to go eat an omelet. Maybe I'll see some of these pretty girls that I've been talking about. I'm saying I'm gonna step back 3, woo, or maybe that's a floater. I don't even know. I don't know basketball terminology like that. But what else was I gonna say? What was I even talking about? That's what was I even talking about? The hunger just overtook whatever thoughts I was previously having. Oh, right. Entrepreneurship club. Okay. See, I've been working on that. And the guy that, well, actually, I can't even get mad because this isn't going to be like a regular thing. But the guy I was meeting with, I was talking to about like designs. He was like, yeah, I'm only free on Thursdays. So I met him last Thursday. And now next meeting's going to be this Thursday. And I'm not even going to hate on that. Like, whatever, bro. Like do your thing. You know what I mean? But, no, I'm definitely excited to see where I'm going to take this, like, because I always see fire clothes, and I'm trying to do my own thing with that too, like 100%. Obviously, I'm not like a high level designer just yet, but everybody's got to start somewhere. Right now, I'm like a level 1, but I made some fire designs, and you might see those shit soon. You might see me just pull up in a shirt that says Pure Greed. I'll be like, sheesh. And then you're gonna start seeing baddies wearing my shit. You'll be like, is that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I dead ass am. I've been plotting on a lot of ways to get to that bag, and I'm not really gonna talk about all of them because that's not my style. I don't like to talk about shit. I just like to do it. Arguably, though, I am talking about everything I'm doing on this video, but nah, that's what I'm trying to do more. Not just talk about, oh, I'm gonna not be distracted. I'm gonna actually just not be distracted. You know what I mean? And I think that this book on self-control has been so helpful because that's been like the main thing that I've been pursuing for so long. Like I try to treat life like a video game where I'm just controlling this little character, this one right here, this handsome little guy, and I'm trying so long, like, oh, if I just like take this from a third person perspective and I like hack my character so that he only does the things that are good for him and the things that are gonna get him to the vision within his heart, and like we can really do this shit. So that's what I've been trying to do, and the self-control book is helping with that. So I'm super grateful, super interested to see where else I'm gonna take this. And that's pretty much it, man. I mean, what's going on with you? I hope you're pursuing your dreams as well. Because I mean, a lot of people are bots. A lot of people are they're just gonna embrace whatever sedatives and like whatever's gonna keep them entertained, and just like they're just gonna drift through life. And I'm not even hating on anybody. I'm just observing like what I see. And I don't want to be like that. And I hope you don't want to be like that either. But I mean, regardless, whatever it is, it's your choice. And I honestly don't even give a fuck. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It was nice making this little video. But now I'm about to go eat. So, about to go eat, I'm about to go read some more. About to gain some more knowledge. Yeah, that's it. Peace. And low key, I've been taking my shirt off. I'm taking my shirt off. I think it's been getting jacked. Anyway, bro, that's all I gotta say, man. Peace.